Once your data is uploaded on the website, you can plot it using any of these, so raw format, minutely average, hourly average, or daily average, depending on how you recorded it. In this case, we're going to use the minutely average because we recorded data for about 5 minutes for each of the car emissions. So I'm going to click on minutely average right here. And you can see it plots the temperature at first. We're going to change this to CO2 parts per million and press plot. And you can see here that, so this initial part right here is when the pod is warming up for about 25-30 minutes, and right here is when we do our first testing. So obviously you don't want to show this whole data part, so you don't want all of this over here and all of this, so you can actually zoom in on the data on the website. And to do that, you can zoom or highlight the part that you want, and then it'll zoom in on that exact part and put it the exact time that you recorded it on the bottom. So you can see here that the car emissions started being recording at around 1931, and they continued recording until about 1940, so they probably did it around 8 to 9 minutes, and then started recording the next one at 1941 and stopped around 1949. And so this can just show that your data a lot more clearly instead of having this whole bit right here. And you can also, if you wanted to say compare, so I'm guessing that this was probably a big truck and this was probably a smaller car, and you could just highlight the bigger truck one and download this data and then reset it and zoom in on the smaller car and download that data. And then with both of those, you can put them next to each other. Sorry, it's loading right now. And we can put this right here, and then this one right here. And you can show more closely like where the highest part that the smaller car went, so it was 25,000, and the bigger car went to about 40,000. So you can just zoom in on it and really show those data points a lot more clearly. And to reset it, you can always press reset zoom. It doesn't take away any of your data. This is also great for if you're using the pod more than once in one day and you have a lot more data on there. You can zoom in on all the different parts of the data. So this was one class's testing, and then an hour later we did the second class's testing. So we're able to use the same exact pod and keep it on, let it stay warmed up, but get the correct amount of data. And you were able to just zoom in on that second class's data as well. So that is how you zoom in. And if you don't need to take out any of the extra data because you're not finding middle or ranges or medians, you could do this. It's a great alternative and makes it look a lot better than having all of this data. And whenever you get whenever you get the data that you're looking for, like let's say we're looking for that right there, you do download. You can download as any of these right here, and it will give you a great image, and you can put that on your poster.